Hello everyone, it's December 24th, it's Christmas is here basically, and I have a special build today. This set is basically pretty big, and I have so I'm going to show you it. So you've got here the T-Rex Breakout Jurassic Park set based off the OG movie, and I've got a special guest here who's going to build the Lego set with me, so he's going to come this way here, and you will see him, and he will arrive.
Hey!
So he's here wearing onesies because, of course, T-Rex Breakout.
Unfortunately, I'm just a fox, but... yeah.
Because you see, I got Jurassic Park, OG, and he's got Jurassic World Dominion. Beginning of franchise, end of
the Jurassic series.
Jurassic Park and Jurassic World series, because there might be more movies coming. Universal might make more movies. So.
Who knows?
So, of course, I'm just gonna get something for a second, people, because this is not just us showing the box, because that would be pretty lame. Pretty lame just showing you the box and not doing anything about it, so...
Yeah, no, we're building this all tonight.
Yeah, so of course, you gotta... Shoot, this is not a... Oh, ouch. Where are you? Oh, there might be something here. Please. Oh, there you go. Something, finally, that can,
That, I don't think we'll do it. Here, let me look.
No, this is like something that's sharp, so...
Yeah, maybe it will work from the sounds of that.
So...
Any more?
You just need to do the last one on the bottom.
Okay.
Here you go, it worked. It worked, everyone.
Yay.
So we've got one bag, two bags, 3 bags, 4 bags, 5 bags, manual, another bag,
6, 7, 8,
9, and we got
10,
10, and 11. Very much. Sorry for the technical difficulties, everyone. Sorry. So we've got the thing here, and now it is time for the time lapse, everyone. Time for the time lapse. It's time for the time lapse. Well, everyone, we finished with the Lego. It took long.
Longer than expected.
Oh, my goodness. But it was worth it.
Yeah, and, well, you want to actually help hold it up a bit?
Yeah.
And here you guys go. Here is
the Jurassic Park T-Rex Breakout Lego set. 18 plus set.
This is the final result.
Yeah, so we're going to put it down for a second, because then we're going to kind of give you a little Easter egg tour
Bit
around
by
here.
bit around it.
So, of course, you got Alan and Ian. Alan, you have Alan here, and he has his flare from like the first movie in that a very iconic scene. So basically,
Before you threw it, which was actually smart, unlike Ian who ran with it for so long.
And then you've got the famous Ford Explorer number 5 in all of its glory, finally in Lego form.
Yep. And in the back, if you see, you can see the flashlight which Lex ends up using in the first movie, which ends up shining the light in in Rexy's eyes, which then causes her to notice them. And there it is in the back.
And that all that chaos happens, and pretty interesting. If you look inside for a second, you will actually see the little TV from the little tour guide like program in the car that you see on the phone. And of course you got Ian Malcolm in like his, this like, because this is like probably my fourth Alan figure because I've got old Alan from Dominion.
Right, and from the first one with the gate.
Yeah, so this is Ian.
And eventually his
flare.
His flare, which he uses later in the chase scene.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the car. Just
take out the flare one.
Or just leave it here for now, but
Yeah.
But you can take that off or like. But then you've got the T-Rex here.
Rexy, the main star of the show.
So this T-Rex Lego T-Rex build is very similar to the very huge one from the gate, which took so long and it had missing pieces for it. That's a story.
Yeah, so this one's a slightly smaller version of that one, but it's still very much in the same orient. So.
And then, of course, we forgot. Where's the light? So you've also got
the
cool night vision goggles from the movie, which Tim uses just before the chaos.
Yeah, right, to spy on the goat before it gets brutally killed by the Rexy.
I'll put that in the car.
Which we can put in the car as well.
Yeah, you can.
Unfortunately, that was the only movie where we ever saw them being used. We saw them again in Jurassic World, but we never saw them
really
used.
briefly.
Very brief, which is kind of sad considering how they were probably one of the most coolest things in the movie. I remember when I had first seen the movie, I always thought like that'd be so cool to own something like that.
Oh yeah, and then we've also got Alan's hair. Go and get Alan's hair. We've also got Alan's hair, which you can swap out for his fedora. You can swap it out. And if you've noticed, both of these characters, they seem like they're wet. Because if you look, they have like wet printing.
Yeah, wet printing.
Both of them. So.
And also if you look closely when taking off his fedora, and if you were to put on his hair, you can kind of
see his reflection.
Some dirt on his face. Some dirt and grime from constantly being outside in the rain and storm. And
then, of course, you can put his hat back on, which is a very
iconic piece because he loves his hat.
Iconic piece because, of course, and
he was like Indiana Jones.
Alan is the only figure in this set that does not have dual molded faces.
Every other character,
because you see Ian with his scared, like screaming, like shouting,
has
his very concerned face on the other side.
And then, of course,
you got Tim and Lex. And they're in their dirty, grimy clothing. Because of course they're under the car when it happens, and they get crushed into the mud.
Of course,
they have dual molded faces too.
And like Ian, they have dual faces, but since they're encountering the T-Rex, we decided to keep them on the terrified face because, honestly, who can blame them? How would you feel if you came across a 65 million year old reptile that wanted nothing more than to probably eat you? You would panic as well.
Pretty much. And as you turn this around before we've got a little Easter egg right here, the goat. This is, you probably remember this little chain right here. If you see it. Here he is. Yeah. He took it off. But it's basically...
Which was used to hold the goat before it was killed.
Brutally mutilated in the first movie.
And also, if you look closely with the number 5 Jeep is in the front, you can actually see the two glasses
from the
iconic thumping scene, which, funnily enough, if you watch the bonus features for it, you find out that the way they did that was through putting a cup on a guitar and pulling on one of the strings, because they had been trying to figure out how to do it in a really cool way, and the directors almost gave up until one day he had just put it down and started strumming a guitar, and it got that perfect ripple effect that made it seem like something was coming. So, interesting fact on that.
And before we go on to number 4 here, the fun fact about this set is it's officially Ford licensed, Ford Explorer licensed in the back. So they finally got partnership with Ford for this set because remember, this is a Ford vehicle. This is a car created by the Ford company. So like,
yeah,
the reason why they didn't do this kind of set before is
it took a long time for them to get Ford to agree to do something like this. Much like Sony and Spider-Man have a love-hate relationship, so does Ford and Jurassic Park and Jurassic World.
Exactly. And this set is not the last Jurassic Park set. There's going to be 30th anniversary sets next year. We hope you'll see those videos too. Justin might be in those videos too for the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary Lego sets.
Yeah. So keep an eye out for that.
And one of the sets for that, when that happens, is the visitor center. So stay tuned for that, the Jurassic Park Visitor Center.
And Jurassic Lego. If you are watching this by any chance, which I highly doubt you are probably are not watching this, can we please get for one of the anniversaries a giant Lego version of the Mosasaur Arena? Because that, I feel, would be very fun to build. And like have basically, much like the giant T-Rex for the gates, it would have a giant Mosasaurus. I think that would be absolutely amazing.
Or a molded Mosasaurus, like you do with many of the molded dinosaurs you have in the many sets.
Yeah, because in my opinion, that would be a very cool set to build, especially with the iconic scene from when it's jumping out of the water and grabbing the shark. If we could get a Lego set like that, that would be amazing.
There's plenty of other Lego sets that we would like. Maybe we'll have a video after this that will talk about sets that we want to happen in the future.
That we hope will happen, and we hope Lego Jurassic will make and release.
So stay tuned for that kind of video. Most likely this week, so yeah.
Yeah.
So, the cool thing about this, I'll have to take good old Rexy out of the way for this, because you can't really see this that well.
There we go. As you can see how closer.
Really cool. So now we have Ford Explorer number 4, which is the Ford Explorer that gets brutally destroyed and smushed.
The one that had Tim and Lex underneath until Alan finally came in and saved them.
So if you look closely, it has like in the stickers, you can see that it's kind of like look like it's being crunched a little bit.
Yeah.
The little waves, the little
waves from the crunching of the aluminum.
Which is basically
part for the course, a great attention to detail on Lego's behalf for putting in that extra bit of detail to the sticker as well.
Which is quite amazing that they have done this.
Mm-hmm.
And
congratulations, Lego.
And if you also notice too, there's also the good old thing here that the fence signs, the 10,000 watts signs here. If you see right here. You saw that you probably seen a movie with Rexy with its claw like nudging it a little bit.
Yeah, which was honestly terrifying. I remember as a child I always found that terrifying but amazing.
And if you look closely, you see that it's not like a hand. It's like Lego hands instead of human normal hands. It's like...
Well, I mean, everything is Lego, so kind of suits, right?
And then you got the snapped wires from, of course, the T-Rex escaping from the paddock. And if you look down here, you see no
loud noises, no feeding and all that.
Which
is, if you really think about it, would just be common sense.
Common sense. Like.
And also in the front, we have a quote from Ian Malcolm.
Which you probably all know. When he sees a T-Rex coming out of its paddock, and he's like, boy, do I hate being wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Which is obviously, Ian has a point.
I mean, who doesn't love being wrong?
And if you look closely, do you see the footprints from the T-Rex right here?
Yeah, you see the footprints along with the shattered glass.
Sorry. No, that's more like the water, but if you look, see these footprints right there, right
Right
behind Alan,
here
and right there.
For all
Is
you
basically that. So, thanks for watching, everyone.
Hope you enjoyed, and for those who end up watching the whole video throughout the time lapse, sorry in advance. I did do a bit of snacking. I got hungry, and
he fell asleep too.
I took a nap because well, I wanted to help Bill, but with the
But it's just tedious.
yeah, and also with the instruction book in front of him, it's kind of hard to be able to help out when it's hard to read the instructions.
And then also one more thing. This is kind of like the last thing. Is look at they did it really special for like the front cover of the catalog.
Like it's in the jungle.
Jungle OG Jurassic Park. And throughout this, if you haven't noticed, like you've probably seen it on other YouTube channels that they've done this, there's like, they have little facts from the movie, from like the scenes like that.
After finishing each thing,
They give you little facts about the scene or or like the dinosaur, the kinds of stuff, which is obviously pretty cool. So
yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Hope to see you guys again soon.
Adios.
And please join us for our big film that we will do in the summer. Don't miss out on
Priest
that.
of Pearl on Adventure Studios. On Adventure Studios, yeah. Just make sure to watch that. And also, we're gonna have a short little film soon.
Yep.
Coming this Tuesday. So
Probably.
make sure to see that too.
Bye.
Bye.